Something that we've always said is that Prohibition has always been our love letter to Lexington. When I moved to Lexington, I got involved with WRFL and I worked at CD Central.
I'm an attorney and I got involved in the music business. I've always enjoyed the arts, but that was my first major foray into the world of the arts. When I watched the Banksy movie Exit Through the Gift Shop, I kind of had an aha moment where I was like, this is the next thing that I would like to do to contribute to the community, to keep bringing art to Lexington in a different way. And after I watched it, I called John and I said, we need to bring this type of street art to Lexington and we should do a street art show. And he thought I was crazy. I just love the energy of it and the political content and the idea that it could be art that was accessible to everyone and very ephemeral in nature. That appealed to me. We hatched this crazy idea. He came up with the name.
What we figured out was that a lot of these artists, Lexington and Kentucky local artists, were being kept out of galleries. And so we felt like they were prohibited from it. That led to me thinking about Prohibition and Kentucky and bourbon and how all of that tied in.
Graffiti is prohibited and a lot of the street art, the way it's expressed is prohibited. And so we were thinking about bringing that into a more sanctioned space and then also bringing local and Kentucky artists into a gallery space where they might not normally be.
And really honestly, the word prohibition is just way too long and unwieldy, and so I just took all the vowels out and it ended up being just PRHBTN and went from there.
And so I just kind of jumped right in. John jumped with me. That's kind of the story of our whole life together.
Over the years as it's grown, we've kind of taken it from a local gallery, just artists, to a local gallery and large-scale murals from people all over the world.
We raise money every year to pay for the murals through Kickstarter. Figuring out the cost of these giant murals from year to year was a challenge because there would always be some sort of unexpected expense that we didn't plan for. And so we would raise, and we did them on a shoestring budget because most of the muralists that came did not ask for money. They asked for their travel and lodging, and when they were here, we treated them with all the Kentucky hospitality and gave them Kentucky experiences, and the community helped us with that too. But they also, because of that, wanted to have creative license. And so they would say, well, if we come and you're not commissioning us, then we get to paint whatever we want. Have lost a few due to structural issues with buildings, water damage, things like that. But even when that's happened, building owners have said, we want to bring the artists back to do another one. And so that's been beautiful to see. So it really is a partnership between private building owners, the artists, and then Prohibition and all the people who donate money through the Kickstarter to bring the murals here.
We fell in love with the process of, meeting artists and seeing art go up on walls and watching the public drive by, walk by, bike by, bring their kids, bring a class, and interact with the art in a way that felt really impactful for the community.
The community said, we want more of this. And that was a major reason why we felt that we could step back from bringing the murals because it had taken on a life of its own. And artists and community organizations were going out and painting their own murals without any involvement from us. And we said, oh, the little birdie is flying. So after a few years, we incorporated as the Kentucky Public Art Initiative, which we felt would be a wider umbrella name for some projects we might do in the future. Now we're in a whole new role that we've never been in before of being the artist. Yeah. When we see our name listed as the artist, we're like, okay, this can't even be real because we've never been the artist. We've only ever been organizers. What if we had an art piece that encouraged people to tell their memories and in so doing to cement them further into your long-term memory? And we came up with the idea to do a phone booth where you could pick up the phone and either hear someone else's memory or tell your own memory.
And so that's been really cool to be on the other side of things because we've always been more of on the administrative side and kind of producing in a behind the scenes way, and now to produce in a more public way has been really cool and very rewarding for us.
The broader umbrella of the Kentucky Public Art Initiative, we'll see more in the years to come, just as we grow and evolve as people, as our family grows and evolves, getting our son involved, and wanting to even touch more folks with art.
Prohibition has really just been our way to say thank you for all the things that Lexington has given us, and it's our way to give back to the community that's embraced us as people and allowed us to do the things that we love to do. Lexington's weird, I love it.
Weird Lexington.
We're just happy to be part of the weird.